And we continue to track breaking news this noontime on the sentencing of former House Speaker Gordon Fox.
It was bit by bit by bit by bit. You sit there, as a lot of two people do. You see bills mount, and you figure, how do I pay for the bills? And I did something very stupid.
He's gone, and he's going away.
How you feeling? How you feeling today?
Oh, got a bum knee for some reason.
What's going to happen today?
That's a question.
All right, there you have it. Fox sentenced late this morning to 36 months in federal prison for misusing campaign funds and accepting bribes. Our in-depth coverage of Fox's sentencing begins with our team of reporters who've been tracking his sentencing every step of the way throughout the morning. Target 12 investigators Tim White and Walt Buteau have been at federal court all morning long and were some of the first to speak to Fox, that is, before and after his sentencing. Let's get right to Tim White for more on what he had to say. Tim?
Danielle, the courtroom was packed for Gordon Fox's sentencing. As part of the proceeding, Fox stood up and he apologized over and over again to the court. He actually told the judge that when FBI agents visited his home, knocked on his door in March of 2014 to search his home, that they were there actually on a rescue mission from his lifestyle. He told the judge, quote, "I didn't know how to get out."
Thank you.
Moments after a judge agreed to a plea deal sentencing former House Speaker Gordon Fox to 3 years in prison, Fox leaves federal court apologizing to the people of Rhode Island.
But I need to work on whatever drove me to do this, not repeat the conduct. But first I have to, as I did today and I've done before, accept responsibility for it, apologize, as hollow as that may seem to a lot of Rhode Islanders, to the people of Rhode Island, to my family, friends, supporters, the people who believed in me. And because I've crushed them, and the compassionate person in me is bothered by that.
U.S. District Court Judge Mary Lisi ordered Fox to report to a prison on July 7th. The location isn't known yet, but she is recommending one close to Rhode Island. Fox has pleaded guilty to misusing campaign finance money and accepting a $52,500 bribe back in 2008 to secure Shark Bar in Providence a liquor license.
I got to tell you, a lot of people just, they don't believe that was the only bribe that was accepted. What do you say to them?
The government has looked at me and looked at me and looked at me, and I think the government would not be in the position of bringing this case to closure if that were not the case.
I think most Rhode Islanders are incredibly disappointed at times with certain public officials. Well, what we need to remember is that when they begin to resurface, or when then others sort of display the same kind of corrupt behavior, that first of all, we don't re-elect them to public office, and that those of us whose job it is to make sure that those people can't engage in that kind of behavior, or more importantly, are held responsible for it, continue to do our jobs.
On top of the 3 years he was sentenced to in prison, Fox has been ordered to pay back $109,000 in restitution for the campaign funds that he stole. When he gets out, he'll be on 2 years supervised release, and he also has to pay back taxes to the IRS for those ill-gotten gains. Danielle?
All right, now, Tim, you briefly mentioned in your report the judge's recommendations on where Fox may serve his sentence, but did she have anything else to say directly to Gordon Fox in court today?
You know, Danielle, she did. There was a really telling moment in there that she said that she's been on the bench for 20 years, and actually her tenure on the bench is coming to an end. And she said that she doesn't share any of the optimism that some people might have that the 3-year sentence will be a deterrent to other public officials from committing crimes. She says, "We've simply been here time and time again." Danielle?
All right, Tim, we appreciate that. Thank you so much.